welcome back to my channel, Oracle 3D, as I also like to call this the Smiley Face Safe Space. And on here, the 3D stand for Discover Divine Destiny. So you're going to discover truth, align with the divine, and ultimately achieve your destiny. So I implore you today to pull up a seat, pour some tea, come and sit and have a chat with me. This is a continuation of our series on the moon phases. And today's phase that we're going to go over is the new moon. It is where it all originates. So again, have a seat. Let's begin. All right, so a little bit of astronomical information about the new moon. The new moon is the unseen moon, or the dark moon, the blank moon. It's when you don't really see the moon in the sky, although we know it is still there. This is caused by, during the rotation of the moon around the earth and the earth's rotation around the sun, the moon is in between the earth and the sun. So it blocks out its ability to shine and have a reflection. So it is unseen to our naked eye where we are in the world. So it is called the new moon. And the visibility of this lasts at least a day, sometimes closer to 2, maybe 3 at most, but usually it lasts no more than a 24-hour period. Now on to the more energetic, spiritualist type of information about the new moon. So most people like to focus on the full moon because it is the most well known, because it is when we see the moon at its peak. However, my personal opinion and many others, the new moon is actually one of the most, if not the most powerful moons that we have. Because it's not only great for cleansing because it's new, but it is because it is the new slate, excuse me. It is a clean slate. It is a new beginning. It is perfect for setting any new intentions, full of unlimited possibilities. This is your perfect time to plant those seeds, make a plan, really set yourself up, especially your manifestations and your goals, for the ultimate success. This phase is perfect for intention. This is kind of the new beginning, the intentional phase of the moon, my opinion. So this is when you can write down those intentions, make a vision board, start applying to a new job or change of career, start planning out ways to take on a new career or follow a path that you've already been considering. Start making those active plans towards that. If you're not in a relationship, this is a perfect time to pursue a new relationship. Consider creating a new relationship with people that you have been considering in that way. So it's also a great time to, do a makeover, take a haircut, anything like that you maybe have just wanted to do but have been holding back. This is the perfect time to take that action and go for it. All moon phases are really great for making moon water and or having rituals or ritual baths, as I call them, and utilizing that energy. So as I have just previously explained, this is the perfect time to do those type of rituals for new beginnings, bringing in new abundance, new positions, career, love, self-love, anything in that aspect. With that being said, I am going to take a few moments to give some suggestions of types of rituals, types of affirmations that you can repeat to yourself during this phase, and how to carry on from those. So first off, as I said, every phase we can actually collect moon water from. Two of the most vital phases are the new moon and the full moon. So new moon, all you need to do to make moon water is to get a jar, preferably glass that's see-through of some kind. Sometimes I'll even take just a pre-bottled bottle of water that I bought from the store. Try to get purified water, cleansed water, whatever you're called to do. Place it in a jar, set it outside under the moonlight or the not so light moonlight of the new moon. But this is where, again, we know that moon is still there and that energy is still there. But set it outside under the light throughout the night. Take it in the next day. And you can actually use moon water in making teas. You can drink it straight, especially if you set intention with it as you drink it. Pray over it before you consume. It just heightens the energy and the power of it tenfold. But that is of your choosing, but that is recommended as well. You can also use it in baths. So when the next ritual that you were able to do, if you choose, would be a moon bath. And you can actually do these different times of the month as well. But use some of that moon water in the moon bath. So if you have a previous selection of new moon water on that set new moon that you were on, you can actually repurpose that water into this one. And it actually incorporates the cohesion of releasing that old and also reinventing this new beginning as well. So it's perfect. It, cycles out every month. So moon baths are another thing. Also, you can use that water to cleanse your home. It brings in those new beginnings. It cleanses away all that bad or, any stale energy, things like that, and helps you bring in that new. It helps, replace the energy, charges it, all that good stuff. You can also use it to water any plants in your home. And then within setting the intention of the water, as well as using the energy of the moon to heighten that and then putting it into your plants, you are actually going to, throughout the months, encourage that intention to grow organically through your plants. It's going to consistently put that energy out there. So those are some of my favorite ways to utilize moon water. And like I said, it's extremely simple to make. If you have where you can set it outside, great. If you cannot, like if you live somewhere like an apartment or something like that, you can even do it as simple as putting it on the dash of your car. It's as long as it can get the energy of the moon, that's really all you need. So I have already given a little bit of ritual that, like I said, you can make some teas, you can do any other kind of rituals that you choose, such as burning candles and baths. So next up, I'm going to go a little bit deeper into the candle rituals, and then I'm going to go a little bit deeper into bath rituals and tools that you can utilize for that. Okay, so rituals, some great ones. If you have very little time, you're a little unsure how to really get into any kind of craft or anything like that, one great thing to do is simply take some time to yourself. Put your phone away, do a journal entry of how you're feeling. How is this past month? How is the current energy feeling to you? What are you wanting to release, from past, and past is from that moment previous. And then also, what are you hoping to bring forward in the coming month? Simple as that, and also get some really good sleep. So simple as that. That's always a really good ritual for any phase, honestly. Another way is to charge your crystals on top of making moon water. If you own any crystals or anything like that, you can actually charge them under the new moon energy just as much as you can the full moon energy. The energy will cleanse and also charge them too. So again, I mentioned candle magic if you feel called. This time you can use, honestly, any candle that corresponds to the type of work that you are wanting to bring forward as far as your intention and your, the new beginning, whichever aspect that is. Each candle's color corresponds to certain things. That will be in another video. I'll link below the different color meanings of candles, as well as their corresponding herbs for certain intentions as well. Again, that's another video. But if you also have any questions, feel free to reach out to me anytime on any of my other channels. I'm happy to help. But anyway, so for this one, white candle is always easy to use for any phase, any intention. It's a transmutable color, so it can be used for any type of intention. It's kind of a neutral. So with that is always a go-to. The idea is to have your candle. Again, you can also roll it in any corresponding herbs. You can put corresponding herbs around it in a plate Always cleanse first. You can cleanse with Palo Santo. You can use Himalayan pink salt. You can use Florida water, holy water, anything like that to cleanse your space first. Sage is another thing, but be very careful with sage. If anything, I might would just stick to incense. I personally don't use sage very much. I prefer to use Palo Santo, but that is personal preference. You do you. So upon that, like I said, shut your phone off. Take some time to kind of breathe in, breathe out, meditate if you can. Meditating is also always good for every phase. But set out a clear space. Have a surface that is fire resistant. Please practice safe burning here. We do not want anyone to be harmed in this. But set out your space, cleanse it. The intention is to sit there with these herbs, and your intentions more than anything. The energy is what makes it all. And have your candle, light it. If you want, you can, like I said, sit and meditate with it for a minute. Set your intentions out there. You can even speak them out loud. Address them with your spirit guides. They are there to help you at all times. And as well as sometimes hearing our own voices speak it out loud kind of solidifies it more. So you can do that after you've lit your candle. Let it burn all the way if you can. If not, snuff it out. In other words, kind of like, you know, snuff it out, pinch it out, don't blow it out. So blow it out. The folklore of that is you blow away your intention. So we don't want to do that if we can. But if you need to burn out the candle or something like that, you can snuff it out. Is it okay? If you can let it burn fully, please do that. That is kind of preferred. Another thing that I like to do to, again, heighten those specified things that I want to call in, you can actually use bay leaves and write your intention on them. Or if you're into sigils, you can write those, burn them. And then afterwards, any herbs or anything like that that you use, you can release it out into the universe outside. Again, that lets Mother Gaia take way after the fact. Also, too, if you choose to not burn any bay leaves, because I know that can be a little scary sometimes at the start, because they will catch fire, you can actually write down your intentions on a piece of paper, just like I stated earlier. And this way, I would say write 2 copies in a sense, one for you to keep so that you can revert back to kind of keep yourself on track, keep yourself accountable, but also write one and actually fold it up. And when you fold it towards you and then place it under your candle and let that burn, because that still sets that intention out into the universe. So that is some of my favorite ways to utilize candles. Some people even use a salmon day candle and let it burn all the way to the next phase. So that is completely up to you if you choose. I'm here for it. But next we're going to talk about another simple ritual, and that is a moon bath. All right. So one of my favorite things is a bath. Especially when it is a moon bath, because it just, I don't know, it's a great way to bring our physical bodies at one with the energies, spiritual side. Like, let's be honest, it feels good to relax, and then your body is physically clean after. Okay? Let's just put it out there. So for the new moon moon baths, like I said earlier, all you're going to do is pour you a normal bath, warm, cold, whatever. I prefer mine pretty warm. That's just me. But whatever you choose. But you can also, on top of adding your normal water, you can add in some new moon water from the previous new moon that you have collected as into that you can bathe with. Another type of water that you can add in is Florida water. It's a very good cleansing cologne. It's actually kind of a cologne, but it is in the form of water. But that's a really good cleansing agent and protectorant. It does smell amazing. So always highly recommend using that if you choose. You can also use other waters. There's such thing as rose water. Things of that nature. So, but I do want to go over a couple of herbs that I would encourage you to use, as well as crystals that you can utilize too. Some of these crystals, I would not necessarily encourage you to put these crystals in the water. However, you can place them around your bathtub, or if you decide to do a meditation outside of the tub, you can utilize these crystals too. So I'm going to name off the crystals to utilize during any new moon rituals. You can actually use them in the previous ritual I said before with the candles. You can set these crystals out around it just to heighten the energy. So depending on your intention, some of the ones that you might want to utilize are labradorite, smoky quartz, black obsidian, moonstone, obviously, citrine, clear quartz, carnelian, and blue kyanite. Like I said, these are just some. I'll actually link a video below. I'm going to go through crystals eventually as well. So, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Next, I'm going to go over some herbs and other ingredients that you can actually put into the bath that will also help you during this time. So some of the recommendations that I like to suggest for this time is lavender, sage, rose petals or rose buds if you have them, rosemary, again, bay leaves, lilac blooms, Epsom salt, and pink Himalayan salt. And if anyone is interested, I actually do offer these types of ritual bundles and ritual bath salts and so on, and candles even, in my shop, Gypsy Goddess Gems, and the link is actually going to be linked below in the comments as well. So, to utilize these, you can actually float within the herbs, which is what I like to do, but I would suggest putting a strainer over your drain before you actually drain it so that you don't clog the drain up. Or you can actually use a cheesecloth or any kind of, if you have a reusable tea bag, you can actually place them in there so that they do not clog your drain at the end of the day. Because let's be honest, as spiritual and, you know, as one as the universe as we want to be, we do still live in a 3D world. So we do have to be conscientious of those things. But I'm going to have the next few slides are going to be a little bit more bullet pointed out information on the things that I've just said and a couple other rituals that you can do if you choose. But other than that, this is the great time, like I said, to set any new intentions, to go off on any new adventures, new beginnings all the way. And honestly, the new moon has literally become probably my favorite moon. But if you ever have any questions, please let me know. Follow for more to come, and I can't wait to see you guys till next time. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the links below. I'm going to go into detail per each phase of the moon and break down what these energies mean, what they can bring to you, how to utilize them for any kind of rituals, manifestations, and honestly, even just understand the energy for yourself. See you there, guys. Have a great one.